My mother, God rest her soul, every time my birthday would roll around, she'd make my favorite birthday cake. And when it would come out of the oven, and she'd set it there, and then she would ice it, it looked just like a lava cake sometimes. Sometimes this one year, it looked just like Mount St. Helens after it exploded. It wasn't a lava cake. It was supposed to be a 2-layer devil's food chocolate cake with white icing. But there was a problem with her baking. Obviously, she had a difficulty with the gluten. Gluten is, she wasn't ahead of her time. She wasn't baking gluten-free, but she didn't have enough of that binding agent to hold that cake together and make it whole. But it did taste really good. Binding agents. What is it that holds things together? That's the same thing that's needed for community as well. Chloe's put in a report to Paul. And I got to thinking about Chloe because we're going to be making reports today at the annual meeting. But Chloe reports to Paul, there's problems here in Corinth. People are going this way, that way, and the other way, and nobody's in agreement. And Paul jumps on that in the midst of a senior moment. You heard that, right? Well, let's see. I baptized Crispus and Gaius and blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I did baptize the family of Stephanas. Well, if there were others, whatever. Anyway, he had that senior moment going. Just like all these people that win awards, they get up there and they're terrified about, oh, golly, if I forget to thank somebody, how horrible that would be. But Paul refocuses on the issue at hand. Was Paul crucified for you? Is Christ divided? What's going on there? Why is there so much dissension and quarreling? It is hard work being community. We've faced that together as a community over the years. We've come through some difficult times. 2001, not the least. And we've had building programs, renovation programs, and any time we have a big pot of money that we need together, and we need to disperse to fix things around here, we're ripe for quarrel. But here we are. We've made it through those issues. The universal access, other things around that have been added to our physical planet that brought feelings to the surface, that brought quarrels. And yet here we are. We continue. We're not gluten-free, but we don't have gluten as a binding agent either. I think real community consists of the hard work of when I'm in the minority and the majority has a vision and points a way forward for the community. My hard work is turning loose of my position and saying, let the community's will be done. I can't do that if my ego is enthroned. I can only do that if Christ is activated in me. That's why we are still here. I believe at the heart of this community, the binding agent we have experienced is the uncreated light of Christ that's come into our midst, activated our hearts, and helped us to accept the vision of the whole community. Keeping that light in front of us, and that's what Paul's talking about. The power of the cross, and the center of the cross is the light. Keeping that light in front of us. We can have disagreements. We can have celebrations. We can have really sad, tragic times. And each time we journey through one of those tests, with that light in our hearts, we come through it stronger and stronger and stronger as a community.